about to go to bed and I came downstairs and just outside the door was something on the ground. I thought it was a big moth at first and I thought maybe I was imagining things, and it turns out it's actually a bat, and I thought it was dead but it looks like it's still alive. It's really tiny. It's not looking in great shape and I think there's an injury on its foot. So I just put some water down. I didn't have a box unfortunately, but I think I'll call the bat line tomorrow and see if they can give some advice if it's still alive, which hopefully it will be. We'll see. It's so small. So I've just put some water down and I put a little bit of cat food in. But the problem is the cats are going to go a bit crazy now because they want the cat food, and to try and find somewhere in the house that's cat proof, which is now impossible. But I don't have a box to put it in, so all I had was my mixing bowl. So I'm going to put the tea towel over the top and try and find somewhere cold and a bit dark and see how it is tomorrow. But I'm struggling at the moment to find anywhere that's cat proof in the house. So that's going to be quite a challenge. It's moving around a little bit now. This is the only place I can think of in the cupboard. So I put a little bit of food in now, and some water, and we'll see how he is in the morning. Definitely got an injured foot there though. So I'm going to put a tea towel over the top and hope it will be alright in there, and close the doors. Then the cupboard's closed and the bedroom door will be closed as well. Hopefully that'll be cat proof. I'm actually quite pleased to see him moving around a bit more. It had a tiny little bit of water before, and that seemed to have just brought it to life, so we'll see how it is in the morning. Should be safe in there. Just hope it doesn't get too warm. I think it should be okay. I'll close this door as well. Cats are outside at the moment. Got kicked out. They become a nightmare when there's cat food around. So turn the light off, and hopefully it'll still be alive in the morning. Well, it's morning. I'm going to go and check on the bat, see how it's getting on. I hope it's still alive. Just close the door so the cats can't come in. It's in here, in the mixing bowl. And there he is. He's very wet, not looking great, but miraculously still alive. I've just checked on him because he's looking a bit wet, so I've put him in a bit of tissue. Looking a little bit more alert now. There's loads of little bugs running on him. We can't help. See how injured his wing is. He's tiny. Well, incredibly, the bat is still alive. I called the Bat Conservation Trust and the local branch of the group, which is all run by volunteers, and one of the volunteers is going to come and collect it probably in the next hour. So that's really good. I'm really happy it's still alive, and apparently it's a pipistrelle bat. So it's been a really interesting learning curve. I think there's lots of things that I've learned in the process, and one of the first things I did was pick it up in my hand because I didn't know it was a bat when I found it until I picked it up because it was so tiny. So apparently that's one of the things you don't do. But basically, if you do find a bat, you're supposed to use a tea towel or something like that to pick it up, just in case it bites you, and also to protect it because it's quite fragile. And then if you do find one, then put it into a box with some holes in it so that the air can flow around so it can breathe, and then pop it in a kind of quiet, dark space, and call the bat line, and they'll come and hopefully come and sort it out and try and nurse it back to health. So learned lots of new things about bats that I didn't know before, and I'm really looking forward to meeting Gail from the local group, who has some experience in fixing their injuries. So I'm really looking forward to meeting her and finding out more about it. But if you would like to know more about bats in the UK, there is a website. It's for the Bat Conservation Trust, and all the local groups are listed on there. The website is www.bats.org.uk, and I've since discovered that they have loads of different activities going on that you can get involved with, which I'd love to do. There's lots of fact sheets on there as well, and there's also a survey, so if you find one then you can report it. I hadn't realised as well that there's a lot of kind of legal issues and conservation things in place, so apparently it's I think it's even illegal to pick one up. Obviously it was, I could not pick it up because it was on my kitchen floor upside down, but yeah, it's been really interesting. There's a lot of different things on the website. It's a really fascinating area. If you do find one, there is a phone line you can call. It's 0345 1300 228, and within kind of working hours, so during the week, they can give you lots of advice. And there's an out of hours emergency number as well, which I didn't manage to get through to, but I'd sent an email to them in the meantime, and also to the local group, and it was the local group that got back in touch this morning. So yeah, very exciting. A really nice lady called Gail has just come to the house and collected the bat. Really fascinating. I've learnt loads about bats. She had a little look at it, and it turns out that the bat is a female, and it's probably only 2 or 3 weeks old, and looks like it's fallen from a nest possibly up in the eaves of my house. So I had no idea. I mean, obviously I've seen bats at night and things, but I had no idea that there could even be bats living up so close. So it's really exciting. And the wing, actually, she pulled the wing out, and it's lost the skin on the corner, but it doesn't look like it's broken. So that's really good news. So she's taken the bat with her now, and hopefully the bat will now be hand fed with some milk, and hopefully will recover and then be released eventually. So that's really good, and I'm really excited because I've learnt lots of new things about bat conservation, and that's something I'd really like to know more about.